All right. I hope we are now good to go. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And happy to have you all tonight, today, depending on your time zone where you are joining us from. My name is Julius. All right. And today, in our morning session, in this close to 45 to 1 hour, we are going to talk about how to share the Royalq opportunity. How to share the Royalq opportunity. We basically run 6 days in a week. Those that are new, we run 6 days in a week. And on Monday, we talk about the Royalq fundamentals. On Tuesday, we talk about the Royalq compensation. On Wednesday, we talk about the BTC trading, because we believe anybody who gets started, they can start from the Bitcoin market, all right? Then we come back here on Thursday and we talk about how to share the Royalq opportunity, all right? We come here and talk about how to share the Royalq opportunity. So although on Monday, we basically sometimes alternate how to share the one-shots, also how to set up your one-shot signals. And all these trainings are basically recorded onto our YouTube channel, right? So if someone is new in the business and is seeing signals being dropped on the group and doesn't know what to do, then maybe you missed out on our Monday sharing session, all right? I was speaking to one friend of mine who told me he's done trading. He missed out on a training where we trained on how to set your trade, all right? Okay, so what you need to do is basically, before I start, is basically come to our YouTube channel. I'll basically go to these lives here and okay. Okay, I think this video. Yes. In this video, I remember I did how to set up the one shot. All right. So let me just drop it to someone. So you just need to go to our trainings and get them, watch them again, to learn how to set up shots. All right. Although I plan to make sure I make short videos so that someone could basically learn how that is done. We believe that when someone gets started, you can start with a one shot, also start with the BTC market settings, all right? Okay. All right, so that is done. To be here for around 45 minutes, I'll keep this short and simple so that it can be understood by everyone on the call. I want to respect different leaders on the call, and I want to respect all the people that are doing whatever it takes to make sure that we can have results in a business. I know I have not been purely very, very present because of some personal family issues that I don't need it to expose. I have not been personally onto our different trainings, especially the trading training where we teach how trading view application. That training is supposed to happen every day from around 7:30 East Africa Standard Time. But because of personal challenges, I have not been active there and not promoting it. And I believe today it was done, although I didn't share it because I was still offline. But I believe lately, starting tomorrow is a Friday, right? Yes. Hey, starting tomorrow, the work will be back and it runs Monday to Friday. So people who actually complain, I want to learn about trading view, I want to learn trading view, I want to trade, I want to trade, please come here, teach about trade. Okay, we only talk about it once on Friday, where Coach Musa talks about on Friday, question and answers and the basics of trading, right? Questions and answers. So tomorrow, attend that Zoom and he will take you through the basics of TradingView and also your questions and answers. All right. And Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, we basically go into Royalq new user orientation that is done by leader Doris Angel. And yesterday we had an fantastic training on how to Bitcoin pairs, Bitcoin accumulation, and that one is done by leader Manish. We also do a code training with one of my friend, Mr. Robert, where he has also 7 days that we have for you, where you can be able to learn all the knowledge is available for you. That's it and done. I want to go to the topic for today. So the topic for today is how to share the Royalq opportunity. But then it is very hard for someone to share the Royalq opportunity when they don't have goals, right? When they don't have goals, okay? I want to respect the presence of Coach Mopiwa, Leader Manish, Leader OBM. I've seen Leader Chadwick. Welcome back from the wedding of your daughter, Leader Anne. Right, happy to have you with us again. I see Leader Chadwick, Crispa, Edith. Right, different leaders. Leader Eunice, happy to have you with us this morning. Now, it is very hard, right? Like I shared on the start of the week, it's very hard for someone to share the Royalq opportunity if they don't have goals. Okay. Now, I want you to sit down. It doesn't matter whether the year has started. By the way, I'm also officially starting Royalq today. Yeah, today I'm officially also starting Royalq today. And I'll be reviewing my goals. I'll be reviewing my targets. I'll be reviewing my daily routine. So it is, there are two important things that are important for someone to have a successful year, or how someone could share the Royalq opportunity. It is important that these people, you sit down and have goals, okay? And have goals, okay? Now, have you set up your goals? Okay, have you set up your goals? That's the main question today. Have you set up your goals? Okay, when I talk about goal setting, I might basically spend another 1 hour. But allow me break the following important things on goal setting to you all right? Okay, so let me talk about a little bit about goal setting. I know I will do another training about this, but let me talk about goal setting a little bit. All right, okay. You know, when we try to talk about goal setting, when we want to talk about goal setting, I want to basically go to some important theories of life, all right? Some important theories that I believe could help someone set up goals. One, there is a theory called seasons of life. If you have a notebook, you could write. I want to explain this theory. I'm talking about goal setting. There's what we call seasons of life. Okay, now, when we talk about seasons of life, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether it also happens in other religions. I don't know if it happens in the Quran, but the Bible says there is time for everything. When I was first invited to Royalq for the very, very first time, when I was first invited to Royalq, there was something that was important in my life. And okay, there are things I wanted. One, I wanted respect. I said for people to respect me, I need to make money. And that was very, very important. For me to fall into a relationship, I need to have money. I need to have money. To take care of my basic needs, I need to have money. I really, when I sat down to myself, listened to myself, the fact is that money won't turn to me. And without it, things would not add up. When I was first brought to Royalq. And then I said, I'm going to choose Royalq as my cash cow. Now, I know when I start making such statements, someone may not get me right, but I needed to make sure that I deliver this information to you. Let me even just get back to camera so that someone could get a deeper understanding of what I'm trying to talk about. Okay? Because the reason why some of you perform the way you perform or deliver the way you deliver is because you haven't defined Royalq as your cash cow. Okay, so let me just get to camera. Let me just get to camera. Just a minute. Okay, so that I define these theories when my camera is on. Then we go to how to share the opportunity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my simple topic, we're talking about goal setting, but I want to talk about seasons of life. Seasons of life. I was giving you my story that when I was invited to Royalq, I said, okay, all things in life are important, but the first thing I need now is to make money. I don't know if I have people like me on the call. Maybe you are struggling financially, you were in a certain life in your area, you were in a certain season in your life, and money is key for anything now to happen. So I said, in my life now, I need money. If anything's gonna happen, I need money. If anything's gonna happen, I need money. So I had to look at all the things that I do and pick one to be my cash cow. And pick one to be my cash cow. My main business, my main entrepreneurship. I didn't care about what people will say, what other people think, but choose my cash cow, my main source of income. And so I decided to choose Royalq. All right. Okay, now, and when I chose Royalq, I had to define what am I supposed to do for Royalq to work for me particularly. Now, some of you might say, the results you see, they come from a decision that I made. So you can also decide to choose Royalq as your main cash cow. Now, a lot of people struggle to be successful. I have a friend of mine who has 7 businesses running, and he's neither successful. You know, he's neither a successful meat cutter because he has a butcher. He's neither a successful online banker. He runs a lot of online businesses, banking systems, MTN, Airtel, a lot of that stuff. So he runs a saloon, he runs a boutique. I thought this guy would be the next big billionaire in our country. But you see, in all the so many businesses he has, he's not good at any. And that's how some of you behave. At the end of the day, you are not good at any, you are not known for something, then it is hard for you to be successful. So you need to create a main cash cow business, your main cash cow business, and name it. That's the first step. So my main cash cow is Royalq. That is me. It's my main cash cow. And I give my cash more time than ever. I wake up thinking about how to better my cash cow. I spend my day thinking about how to improve my cash cow. And that's why, by the way, for your own notice, every first thing that happens in my Royalq, I doubt if there is anyone in Royalq that sees it faster than me. Why? Because it is my cash cow. It's my main business. If someone who owns a boutique, if someone who owns a saloon, if someone who owns a shop, if someone who owns a hardware wakes up committed in his shop very fast in the morning, find strategies to find customers, run promotions. That's how I also treat this as a business. And that could be the difference in all our approaches and strategies. So what is your cash cow? Now that is important for you to share the Royalq opportunity. Define, is this your cash cow? If you are ready to treat it like a business, like someone who owns a hotel, like someone who owns a boutique, like someone who owns a salon, if you are ready to do that, then this business is gonna pay you income. So define your cash cow. That was one of the important things. One of the important things that were very, very important in my business. Now, that said, I want to talk about seasons of life. I know I was speaking to some of my leaders, I think a few of them, about the same topic, and we really discussed a lot. I think I shared this with one of my friend leader, Manish, and I know that she was to discuss about this. Okay, so I wanted to slowly. I'm still on the topic how to share the Royalq opportunity, but let me discuss this with you also, so that some people could make decision. Now, decision making is important. There is a theory that I will just keep short. It's called the first banner theory. Now, the first banner theory, okay, or the four banners theory, at first, when I first read it in my life, it never made sense. That for you to be successful, you can never have it all. Okay, maybe, ladies and gentlemen, let me use this example in this theory to explain. You have four things you want to make happen this year. One, you have friends. Two, your health. Three, your work. Four, your family. You have four things, right? You have four things in your life you want to make happen. One, you want your family to be happy. Two, you want your friends to be happy. Three, you want your work to be very, very successful. And four, you have your friends. I don't want to forget, you have your friends, you have your work, you have your health. You want to balance them in life. It can never happen. But I know most people may not understand me today, but slowly you'll understand. Now, you cannot balance all the four at once. It can never happen. Okay. So this guy says that I'll not spend a lot of things. Maybe he said that maybe he could combine the four. What if he could lump the family and friends in one category? Maybe he could combine the work and health. So he said that I hear that sitting all day is unhealthy. What if I go a standing desk? Now I know what you are thinking about, believing that maybe you will bring your health. Maybe someone you work while you are walking, you work while you are sitting, and you want to be healthy. Then you say, okay, what I want to do? I think I will work while standing, because they say when you work while sitting, you don't become healthy, because you are trying to balance all the four at once. All of the four at once. You have your friends, you have your family, you have the work, and you have the health. Now you are at work, then they say it is not easy, it long, you get sick. Now you say, maybe to balance my health and my work, I need to work while standing. It's the four banner theory explains that. Soon, maybe you are confused. Some of you end up believing that maybe you will be healthy because you bought a sitting desk. It's behaving like you were a rebel because you ignored. So you find that things are not working out your way. Soon, this guy says, is that I was inventing these workarounds because I did not want to face the real issue. Life is filled with trade-offs. If you want to excel in your work and in your marriage, then your friends and your health may have to suffer. Let me repeat this statement again. Life has trade-offs. If you want to excel, this guy says in this theory, that if you want to excel in your life, in your work and in your marriage, then your friends have to suffer. You may not have time for your friends all the time. I know this may not work out for so many people. Then your friends and your health may have to suffer. If you want to be healthy and succeed as a parent, then you might be forced to dial back your career ambitions. Of course, you are free to divide your time equally among the 4 burners, but you have to accept that you will never reach your full potential in a given area. We are forced to choose. Would you rather live a life that is unbalanced but high performing in a certain area, or you would rather live a life that is balanced but never maximize your potential in a given quadrant? Now, there is a big challenge why most of you may not be successful in Royalq even this year. You have 4 things you are chasing in life, and you want all of them to happen. For burners theory, certain things for a certain given period of time have to suffer. Now it is unbelievable. I think, I don't know if Casivante Abe is on this call, but it is a funny statement. But I see this guy came to one day and asked me, when I was fighting to be financially free in my first day, he asked me, Julius, but are you sexually active? Ask him why. Life, there are certain life that have to suffer for some time. I don't know if you're trying to understand what I'm talking about, you can type 1 in the chat. It is hard to live a balanced life. It is hard for a certain season. The Bible says, I'm not a pastor, but the Bible says there is a season for everything. For you to achieve certain goals this year and live a certain high level status, a potential that you desire, certain things in your life that will have to suffer. I don't know if you'll get me, but I'm not here to attack anyone. Okay? But let me continue. The best way to handle these work-life balance problems, I don't claim that I have figured it out, but here are 3 ways of thinking about this 4 burners theory. So there's, in a certain area, there are certain areas in your life that have to suffer, then you maximize your given potential in a given quadrant. Now, the one thing you can do is to outsource the burners. We outsource certain aspects of our life all the time. We buy fast food so that we don't cook. We go to dry cleaners to save time for laundry. We visit a car repair shop to fix because we don't have time. So you outsource small portions of your life that allows you save time and spend some time somewhere else. So you can also apply this idea to one quadrant of your life and free up to focus on the other 3 burners. Now, let me give an example. For many people who work he says that for many people who work on the hottest burner stove, it's where they spend most of the time. In the last burner to get turned off. In the theory, entrepreneurs and business owners can outsource by hiring employers You see, the reason why some people's businesses crash and others keep on going is because if you want to build maybe Royalq, you need to outsource. You needed to maybe find certain things in your life that you could give out to certain other people to do for you so that you save certain time. Because in a certain category in your life, some things have to suffer. Now you have set your goals. What are some of the sacrifices this year for a certain time? For example, is going out with friends important? Is going out with friends, meeting family important all the time? Your friends every weekend. Now you want to make that area suffer for some time. Maybe the last year you have been clubbing, you were youth, maybe you have been clubbing, maybe you have been going so much to the beach, maybe you have been doing all this stuff. Now, that area, it is important to go out with friends, jingle with them. Maybe the last year you were going you were taking a lot of alcohol, going out, spend time with friends, take alcohol, converse in the evening. Now, you want to dedicate 6 months, all right? It's a season where you will not be good for friends with friends. You use that time. Maybe you are a part-timer in Royalq, right? You do Royalq part-time and you work somewhere. Now, you want to use only 6 months to change so that you jump out of the employment. You want to jump out of the employment. You want to have a better payment system. You want to build a team. You want to build a system. Now, you want to say in the next 6 months, after my work, I will now give in time to build my business. Now, what is suffering? Your friends are not going to see you for some time. Maybe you are going to have now less time with your family, but you are doing it for a certain period of time so that you can focus. You are forced to focus so that you can increase your potential power in that area, make a breakout, and then come back later. If you understand what I'm saying, type it 2 in the chat. But unless things turn that way, some of you this year, you might not be successful. Now, this is my heart. It's my heart. There are certain areas in your life that will have to suffer for some time. It's called seasons of life. It is a principle. Life has seasons of life. So the work-life balance theory, ladies and gentlemen, must be put in an understanding that your life, you cannot have it all. For you to live a life of potential, that you can decide to say, I want to balance everything. I will divide my time, then remain a mediocre. I don't know, but I believe you'll get me right. Now, let us say, for example, okay, now let me go to one of the things I love. The second way is to I just want you to think. I just want you to think. Embrace the constraints. One of the most frustrating parts of this theory is that it shines a light on your untapped potential. It can be easy to think, if you had more time, if you had more money, or get in shape, or spend more time at home. One of the ways to manage this problem is to shift your focus from which you had more time to maximizing the time you have. In other words, you embrace your limitations. The question to ask yourself is, assuming a particular set of questions, how can I be as effective as possible? How can I be as effective? Because some of you, last year up to now, I'm talking about how to share the Royalq opportunity. Some of you, last year up to now, you are still saying, if I had more time, I would share my Royalq. If I had more time, I'd be able to attend the Royalq trainings. If I had more time. So you have spent most of your years assuming if you had. Now, it is very, very hard for you to achieve anything in life. Instead of using the little time you have, You spend most of your time assuming, if I had more time, I would be attending more trainings. If I had more time, I would be doing such and such. So you spend most of your life assuming. So I want you to move away from the mindset of that, change your thinking to using the available time you have better. Because if you don't do this, then also this year is going to be like last year. You're not going to have results. You're not going to have results, right? It is important to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, assuming I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., how can I make the most possible? How can I make money possible? Assuming you are not available for business, okay? How you are working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, now, how can you make money, more money? You now need to use the time after your work to sacrifice. Maybe you used to have that time for your family. Now you're going to sacrifice this time for your business for some time. It's called the season of life. You're not going to do this forever. You run it 6 months, you start making $200 a day. Because, gentlemen, the Bitcoin halving is not going to stay here for a long period of time. It's happening in 2024. So you want to understand that there is a season of break. I'm not a pastor. Someone told me, Julius, you see, I'm not a pastor, but there's a season. There is an end to a certain thing in your life called poverty. And it has a deadline. You are in an opportunity that has a deadline to create a non-stoppable breakthrough for the rest of your life. It is a season. And so it needs some little focus, some more time, some more dedication. Maybe I've been working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, after 5 p.m., you need to change direction of life. Let certain things in your life for some time, you can be able to maximize and be able to build a team so that in the next Bitcoin halving, your life is better. If you understand, type it 2 in the chat. If you understand, if you are following and you are understanding, type it 2 in the chat. Okay, type it 2 in the chat if you're understanding. Maybe you work so hard. Now, I want you to change your focus. Maybe you don't have time. I want you to change your focus. What area in your life can you make suffer for some time? Not a long time. Okay, those in Kampala, I'll be doing a robotic crypto desk tomorrow from 7 a.m. to midday. If you are coming from Kampala, my friends who are staying in Kampala, tomorrow I'll be doing a crypto desk. I'll be doing a robotic crypto desk at Paradise Hotel in Rubaga tomorrow. I'll be traveling from Masaka to Kampala, those staying in Kampala. If you want to see me physically, okay, you want to ask to just 7:00 a.m. Ugandan time. I'll be doing what I called robotic crypto desk tomorrow. Robotic crypto desk tomorrow. So if you're in Kampala, see you 7:30 a.m. East Africa Standard Time. I'll be at Paradise Hotel afternoon. When clocks noon time, no more seeing me. I'll be getting into a business conference, all right? Closing some big deals about a robot tomorrow. So from 7 a.m. to midday, I'll be in Kampala. Those there, please, we meet at Paradise Hotel and we can have a one-on-one chat. All right. Now, of course, there are disadvantages, okay? I want some people to understand me. Let me give an example. Assuming I can only write for 15 minutes each day. The question is, how can I finish my book as fast as possible? Assuming I can only exercise 3 hours each week, how can I get better in shape? This line of question pulls your focus towards something positive, getting the most of what you have available, rather than something negative, worrying about never having enough time. Your performance and help you to stop procrastinating on your goals. Some of you are some of you are good procrastinators. You understand that From the compensation plan, you needed to speak to people, you need to build a team, you have less capital, you have all this understanding, but you don't have the willpower. You don't have the why you need to make things happen. You don't have the why you need to take action because you focus on the negative all the time. Now, it is hard for someone to share the Royalq opportunity when they have not defined these areas in their life. It's hard, really. It is hard, really. It's really hard. Okay, there are disadvantages of embracing the constraints, meaning accepting that you're operating with less than your full potential. Yes, there are plenty of ways to work smarter, not harder, but it is difficult to avoid the fact that where you spend your time matters. If you invest more time into your health or in your relationship or in your career, you would likely see improved results in that area. Now, where you need to accept the fact, where do you spend your time for a certain season? Now, 3 seasons of life. The third way to manage and break your life into seasons, if instead searching for a perfect work-life balance all the time, you have to divide your life into seasons that is focused on a particular area. That is focused on a particular area. Now, what is important now in your life? I have a question. If you want to make $1 million in the next Bitcoin halving, if you want to reach a potential of your life you have never had before, if you want to make billions of dollars in the next Bitcoin halving, and you don't have the capital and the power to do it, you have an opportunity to share for a certain given period of time. You now needed to make certain areas in your life suffer so that you focus on something for a particular period of time, then make your breakthrough in the next Bitcoin halving. If you are learning, type a yes in the chat. I'm about to come to the end of this call. I'm talking about how to share the Royalq opportunity. Now, I want everybody to please go back. Please go back. Maybe you had started your life in a disorganized manner. I want you to go back. I want you to go back, ladies and gentlemen. Relook through your goals. We are still setting goals. We are still setting pace for the new year. It's not yet too late. It's still too early. But you want to go. You know, some of you have been present. Every year you set goals. None of your goals happen. Every year you set goals. Like me, yes, it is true. I don't achieve all my goals I set in a year. But I achieve some of them. Some of you set goals and you don't get your goals happen in a year because of your approach to your goals. Now, what is important? What is important right now is to make money for a certain period of time. There are certain areas in our life that have to suffer for some time, and then we make a break. Then we can enjoy. For example, I want to give an example. In my first 6 months of Royalq, I never listened to a radio. I never supported Arsenal, one of my favorite teams. I never watched any Premier League game. I never went out. I was in my house for 3 straight months. After 3 straight months, every day, I was making close to $100 minimum per day. I made my financial breakthrough there. Am I trying to cause some sense to someone? Am I trying to cause some sense to someone? If you get me, type a 1 in the chat. What are you willing to sacrifice for your goals? Because unless that is clear, how to share the Royalq opportunity will not make sense. It doesn't make sense because when I start talking about it, I'll talk about the disadvantages of sharing. You will meet people who will say no to you. You speak to people and they delay to activate, but you will give up because you are not. I don't know how I can better express it, but let me finish up. As I come to the end, I'll share some few nuggets. The importance of your banners may change throughout your life. When you are in your 20s and your 30s, you don't have children, it can be easier to get to the gym maybe and chase career ambitions. The health, it differs from according to your age. Now, you don't have to give up on your dreams forever. But life rarely allows you to keep all your life balancing. Maybe you need to let go something for this season. You can do it all after a lifetime, but not all same at the same time. Nathan Barry says, commit on your goal with everything you have for a season. Commit to your goal with everything you have for a certain period of time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bitcoin halving is here. More restrictions are going to come in crypto this year. The game might not be easy, but for a season, Now, what do you need now for a season? What is the season of 2023 to you? Is it a season of making? Is it a season? What season is 2023 to you? What skills are you going to focus on 2023? What are those skills? You don't have capital. There are three important skills: prospecting, inviting, and presenting. You want to be the best person in speaking to people. You want to be the best person in inviting people. You want to be the best person talking to people about the opportunity. Why? For a certain season. Now you got YouTube to talk about how do they invite using a phone. You find videos about how do they prospect, how do they find new people to speak to about the opportunity for a certain season. Why? Because you want to make a breakthrough throughout that season. Now, having defined that, I want to talk about a second theory. Okay, I want to talk about a second theory. Let me just pick my notebook. I want to pick about this. Okay, our lives are like a rows of bushes. Our lives are like a rows of bushes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, why this is important? Okay, a certain farmer who is planting roses. I think all of us know the rose flower. The rose flower smells nice, has a good scent. And you see, when the rose flower is growing, it produces so many buds on it. But you see now, this farmer wants to produce a nice looking rose flower. What does the farmer do? The farmer cuts all the buds that are on this flower, not because he doesn't like them, not because he doesn't want them, but he wants this one rose flower to be more scentful, to look more nice, and to be blowing. Now, when you listen to Warren Buffett, yes, thank you, it's called pruning. When you listen to Warren Buffett, when you listen to Warren Buffett is one of the best, amazing, top one, most amazing. What do they call him? Call him investor. All right. In his series, he make a list. Someone says, I can't hear. Sure. Am I loud and clear? Am I off? If I can hear me, type yes. Type yes. If you can hear me, type yes. I don't want to speak to myself. Beautiful. 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 Now, not everything that we sacrifice, we don't like it. Okay, let me give you an example. I love returns on investments. I need to be plain white because you see, returns on investments were good businesses. Before I joined Royalq, you put in $100, they give you 3% tomorrow. But you see, I said no more returns on investment because they would disturb my career. Not because they were not good, because they were profiting, but they would lead to loss of people's money. That's why I left. I didn't leave returns on investment because me, I was not benefiting. I left because they damaged my relationship. So I said, okay, everything, money is important, but I will not make money this way. Period, done. Nobody presents me a return on investment and I can do it. So I want you, Warren Buffett says, make a list. I want you to sit down, make 10 things. I want you to make a list of 10. Brian Tracy says, make a list of 10 things. I want you to go and find a list, make 10 things in your life. I want you to, this is for a season. We are into a life of a season. I want you to make a list of 10 things, right? I want you to make a list of 10 things. Now look through the list and find one thing in that list you have made that once you achieve it, your life will be at its prime. Your life will be at its prime. Make a list. If it is making money that is important, I want you to make a list. Make a list, like seriously. Make a list. Make a list. Make a list, ladies and gentlemen. Make a list. Make a list of 10 things. Find one thing that once you achieve it, your life will be extraordinary. And after you have made it, ruthlessly forget about the rest. Forget about the rest. Not because they're not important. Eliminate the good things for the best things in your life. Eliminate the rest for the best. After I have done that, I want to talk about the last thing, goals and power of consistency. In a book written by Napoleon Hill wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich, right? Think and Grow Rich. One of the reasons why I have maybe achieved my last year goals, right? My last year goals, I think I've removed them. I've now created new goals. Right, let me just see if I can show you. Let me get off my banner. Let me see if I can show you. Yes, wait. I think one of the reasons, I keep my life simple. Can someone see my, let me put myself in a spotlight. Okay, let me put myself in a spotlight. Can someone see my video? Is my video clear? If you can see, type one in the chat. Can someone see my video? If you can see me, type one. All right. Okay. Now, this is my main goal. It's a $1 million dream, right? It is my main goal. But if you look up here, it may not be so clear. I may not bring it so close. I have 5 things I want to achieve. These are my goals, right? These are my goals. And I think one of the reasons that last year achieve every goal, almost every goal on my list last year, no matter the challenges of the market, no matter the challenges that people went through, is that every day I have a look at my goal. Because when I read a book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill says, Memorize it every day. By the way, I've even written it somewhere here on my chart. It says, memorize it, read it every day, meditate about it every day. So goals and the power of consistency. Let me just continue. Goals and the power of consistency. It is important for you to set goals and remain consistent. Now, how can you become consistent? Today, it's my official first day in Royalq, by the way. I've been on and off, but today I'll be starting officially. Now, what do you need to do? Create a goal card. Create a goal card. What is a goal card? A goal card is a list of the things you want to achieve this year. Now, a goal card must have a routine. A goal card must have a routine. A goal card must have a routine. Now, one of the reasons why most of you maybe struggle so hard to make things happen is that you don't have a routine. Now, what makes up a routine? What makes up a routine? What makes up a routine to give you the results that you need? I'm still talking about how to share the Royalq opportunity. But unless you have this crystal clear, results are hard. Now, what makes a day routine? A day routine is made up by the following: when, where, and how. For example, every day for the last 1 year at 10 a.m., let me get off my banner. Those that have been following me, they know this. Let me get off my sticker. Every day at 10 a.m. East Africa Standard Time, in this seat where I'm seated, every day. Who has seen this background for now? Yeah, every day. It is when 10 a.m. where in this seat doesn't change. Now, you need to have a goal, attach a routine. Results are got by routine. Routine. What am I supposed to do every day? Where? When? And how? If you are learning and you are resonating what I'm speaking about, type a 1 in the chat. If you want to have this year be a productive year, all right, be a result-oriented year, you must be crystal clear. Crystal clear where, when, and how. Where, when, and how. You choose a specific time. Ladies and gentlemen, you choose a specific time of prospecting. You choose a specific time of presenting. You choose a specific time of inviting. At this time, I sit on my phone, invite 5 people about my business. At this time, I sit on my phone, talk to 10 people about my opportunity. At this time, I sit on my phone and speak to the leaders in my team. You need to know when, where, and how. And that is the routine you must create. Because when you create the routine, it becomes automatic. Now, all these things on how to share the Royalq opportunity, open up a Facebook page that we talk about. Go and speak to 5 people about the business. They will make sense. Find 1 sign up a week. It will make sense. Getting someone 1 per week to join your team and teach your team how to make this happen. everybody to make sure that they are finding one person per week. And in the next 6 months, you make $450,000. It is real. It can become automatic if you are sure, ladies and gentlemen, if you are sure the when, the how, and the where. The when, the how, and the where. Choose specific time. Choose specific time. I want you to be specific. I want you to understand you cannot have it all. There are certain areas in your life that need to suffer for a season, because the Bitcoin halving is going to make you the next multi-millionaire. And when you learn to set a goal, focus. Focus. Don't be taken away by, new opportunity, new opportunity. At the end of, ladies and gentlemen, these are facts. Go and find out. People who chase everything end up with nothing. I want to give you an example. I have a friend of mine. He stays in Kampala. I thought this guy would be the most successful. How many people of you that know some people who you thought that would be very, very successful? Because maybe someone is running 10 businesses. 10 businesses. He's everywhere. And this guy is not successful in anything. He's successful in, you can check in. There are people in your life you thought would be very, very successful. Maybe they're doing tons and tons of businesses. They don't become good in anything and they end up mediocre lifestyle. You need to be specific, right? So Royalq is my cash cow. That's why I give it more time than anything else in my life, because I know what Royalq can do, right? I know what Royalq can do. And when you know the when, where, and the how, listen, it's going to be part of your life. Okay. When do you talk to people about your businesses? When do you invite? When do you do that WhatsApp presentation? You know, today I've been noticing I have 3 leaders who do for me WhatsApp presentation. We do it together. I don't appear so now. I leave it so them to them. But sometimes I check out. I see the same person doing the presentation, yet maybe they know that maybe if Monday is done by so-and-so, Tuesday is done by so-and-so, Wednesday is me. It's a continuous. When? What time? Be specific. Be consistent. Be focused. Have a routine. Results come with a routine. Results don't come with wishes. Results don't come with desires. Results come with routines. What routines are you willing to do every day? Every day, with or without anyone? You need to be specific, ladies and gentlemen, to get the results you deserve. That's it and done. Sharing the Royalq opportunity starts from scratch. I'm ending. 1, have a name list. Write a list of the people you know. So write a list. Why? You need capital. You have a reason. So the routine, keep on adding people to your list every single day. Have a routine of marketing. I talked about it in my research session. I repeat the same thing. Have a routine of posting on your status, posting on your Facebook, posting on your Instagram, posting on your TikTok, posting on your Facebook. It should be a routine. People need to see you every day. People love consistency. What skill? Because you need to make money. People need to make money. You need to make money and you are reading certain books. You need skills of speaking to people. You need skills of prospecting. What skills, what season are you creating this year for certain results for some time? Make a list. Simple business, make a list. Go to your Facebook, speak to people per day. At what time? When and where? And how to speak to them. Be specific, be on point, because it is a season of life. It's a season, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to change your trajectory. It's going life. It's going to change your future. It's going to create you as the next multi-millionaire. And I'm serious about it because it's going to happen. You need to focus to Royalq. Give it your time, give it your dive, because where you put your energy, money is gonna flow. All things in life are hard. There is nothing easy. Everything has a challenge. Get it in your mind. Everyone wants to talk you. That is life. But then, because you know what you want, because you have defined your trajectory of your life, things will be different. You don't be taken by hype. You are specific. You know what you want. You know why you do it. You know when. You know where. You know how. You have clarity. Most of you suffer to achieve your goals because you have not sat down and created clarity. Clarity. You need to be clear, crystal clear. All right? So I want to welcome you to the future of creating multi-millionaires. I want you to go down, sit back, create the when, the where, and how. Be specific. Understand this is just a season. The market's gonna grow up, but when it's grow up, how did you use the season? This is time to speak to more people about the opportunity because you don't have capital to trade. You are still struggling with less than $10,000. You are saying my capital will grow automatic. You're wasting time. Make a list, speak to those people, invite them to a presentation. I request our different leaders to post our invitation strategy to the different groups so that people can know how to invite people to our WhatsApp groups of presentation, to our Zoom presentation. It's up to you that take action or not. It's none of my business. If you don't take action, you're not helping anyone, right? It's up to you. It's up to you. I'll take personal action, right? And I'll fight for the results I deserve, right? So you also deserve something better. You can take action about it. You can close your mind about the negative thinkers. Fight your way for a season, and then in the next bull run, things can get better. V6 is our destination, and we're here to make it happen. We are creating new multi-millionaires. We can make things happen. We can work harder. We can deserve the results in the next coin having. It's not about your upline. It's about you. It's about you. It's about you. And if you define specifically what you want, then I believe life is going to get better. Things are going to get better, right? That's it and done. I would love to come to the end of the call of today. I want to thank you for attending. If you were able to benefit something, you could type a yes in the chat. And I want basically to inform all those in Kampala that I'll be doing a one-on-one, all right? A one-on-one robotic crypto desk at Paradise Hotel, 7:30 a.m. East Africa Standard Time. If you have a question you want to ask me in personal, you can find me there at Paradise Hotel in Kampala from 7:30 a.m. to midday. After that time, I'll be occupied, all right? So you can be able to come in there. We can chat. You can ask me any question, all right? And I believe it is free. You don't need to pay me, right? It's free. I don't need. I give free services. I should not be paid. I get paid in Royalq, right? So if you so I want to see you in the future. I want to see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the future when we are rocking this world together. God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much. I remain Julius Kabanda, and I would love to invite Leader OBM, if he's on the call, to close our morning call today. Thank you so much, everyone. Leader OBM, please. Back to you, sir. All right. It seems that the OBM is not in position to share with us today. But I wish you all the best, ladies and gentlemen. This video is a must watch. It is already recorded. And like we promised, we are going to do our start of AI event, which I'll be announcing very, very soon. Right. And I believe it will be one of its own kind. It might happen on the 8th of this week, on the 8th, which I think will be this week, or it will be a Monday, I don't know. But we have been coming up with that program. and we believe it could be the life changer that you need. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. I wish you the best. Watch this video again. Listen to it critically. Create a daily routine. Create a goal card. Be specific of when, where, and how. And I believe in our next series of working together, we are going to create more multi-millionaires. If that is clear with you, ladies and gentlemen, and working for a season, then I believe you can share your Royalq opportunity. Thank you so much, my brother Milan. Happy to have you all here. God bless you, and we meet at the top. Thank you, everyone. It's a bye from my side.